Okay, so now that we've changed our data format to JSON, we have it in an external file, and we have our app working, we're going to go ahead and extend the JSON and add some more information. And this is in line with what I asked you to do here for the assignment. So the first thing I'm going to do is add the provider attribute now. And so I'm going to just start here, comma, quote, provider, and then colon, and then this is going to be Tom Wolf. And basically this is going to be the same in each one of these. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this, get that comma in there too, and now just add it to each one of my quotes here. Okay, that looks good. Real quickly, I'm going to check and make sure that my file still works with the lint. So I use Control A to grab the file, Control C to copy, and then I'll have to pop on over to my Chrome window, and I have the lint still up. And again, I'll just go ahead and grab all of this, Control V to paste it in. There's the new data, and I'll validate it. I'm still valid. That's good. Okay. So again, I'm kind of working very carefully here. Each time I make a change, I go back and check and make sure. Now, it might be worthwhile for us to quickly run the application just to see that changing the JSON file and adding an extra field shouldn't really change anything. We're basically just not going to use that field yet in our script. So let me do that real quickly, and preview in Firefox, and there we go. So we can see that that's still working fine there. Alright, so I'll close that and come on back, and okay, so we added the provider. Now we have to add the tags. So again, I'll just do the first one, and so I need a comma here after the last field, and then in quotes, tags, and then a colon, and then this is going to be a square bracket. The tags will all be in the square bracket like that. Okay, and let's see now. I think we're going to need to put those in here. Let me think about this for a second. So those are all going to be string values too. Okay, so I kind of mentioned this. The first tag should be sort of where it came from, and because we're going to combine all of ours, we want to try to kind of follow a similar idea. So TV, uppercase. Other options would be, and they'd be all lowercase, song, poem, book, cartoon would work, stuff like that. So kind of the idea of the first tag is that it's the source. Okay, and then some other tags for this would be Simpsons, and that should be spelled in the normal fashion there with a capital S. Let's see. We might want to search for Homer too here as a tag. So I'll put Homer in there. So TV, Simpsons, Homer, and then a general one about what this is. So this is humor. So humor. Hell. I think that's a British spelling, so let's go with this. Alright. And that looks pretty good. I think I have that right. So again, I'm going to go ahead and copy this, and what I'll do is I'll paste it in each one and then just type over. Okay, so here we go. There's the tags for that one. There's the tags for that one. There's the tags for that one, and here's the tags for the last one. Okay, and then it turns out that many of mine are the same, so I don't really have to change too much. So all my quotes are from The Simpsons, so they're all from TV and they're all from Simpsons. And then here, obviously, this is Mr. Burns. And then, let's see here, Martin Prince instead of Homer on the next one. And they're all humor too, so I'll just leave that. So I got kind of lucky there. I didn't have to do a lot of editing here. It just happened that most of the quotes that I did were similar. Now we could argue that the tags aren't really very useful here the way they're using them. So for instance, you notice I'm repeating the author, but you know, again, it's mainly a pedagogical thing here. We want to just see how we can use these structures. Okay. Excuse me. As I mentioned, my lungs are bothering me today from the asthma here. Alright, let's go ahead and Control S, save this, and then I'll get back to my browser window here. Whoops, I forgot I need to grab it here. So let's grab this again. Control copy, that's Control C, and then whoops, lost my mouse, there it is. Okay, and then minimize Dreamweaver. I'm going to go back in here and paste this in. And let's see now if the tags work. Uh-oh. So there's something wrong here. Let's see. Parse error, line 15. Expecting the closing. Okay, so and that's the first tag, isn't it? Oh, maybe not. Parse error on line 52. I wonder why that one fired it off and the others. Let's see. Oh, look, I've got, I put it in the wrong place. So I actually made a little typo there. So do you see that? If you look up here, this tags is correctly in the squirrely brace block for that object, and this one isn't. So I'll just fix that real quickly. So come on back here, and then basically I want to go ahead and remove that, and then put it right here at the end. So we'll save, Control A, Control C, go back in, go up to the top here, grab the whole thing again and paste in the new version. Control V, validate. Oh, I still have an issue. Let's see, line 56. And I still got the block off a little bit there. You see what's going on? If you look up at the top one here, we have the internal array for the tags, and then we have the object. And looking down here, it looks like what's gone on is I've put this in the wrong place. This needs to be up here. And so it's the end of the object, and then that's the end of the outer array of objects. Alright, you know what they say, third time's the charm, right? I bet it won't be. Alright, so let's grab this, take that out. Let's go ahead and put it here. And let's see now. Yeah, and there's no comma here because it's the last one, right? Like there is on, let's see, there's a comma up here because it's not the last one. So that's the last one. I think we're good now. So Control A to copy, Control C. Sorry, Control A to select. Back to the validator. Oops. There we go. Control V to paste in the new code. Validate. There we go. We got it valid now. All right, that's excellent. So let's go ahead and run this to make sure that the new JSON code hasn't screwed up. I don't really expect that it will. And that's one nice thing about this is when you use JSON or XML data, you can add to the data and the old version program will still work. It just pulls the data that it needs and ignores the new data. So this should work fine. Again, I'll go to Firefox because it won't run in Chrome. And you can see that it's working okay. Alright, so now I'm ready to go and add the new elements in. And I think what I'll do is go ahead and save this. So I have a short video that shows how to finish the JSON code. And then we'll go ahead and work on programming the interface to show the new fields. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. I'll see you in a few minutes probably.